Alright, welcome back to Vulcan Apologetics. Today we're going to go over the parable of the talents. This is going to be found in Matthew chapter 25, verses 14 through 30. So let's jump right into it. So first I'd like to ask the question and give an answer. What is a parable? Well, a parable is going to be a story that Jesus is going to tell that represents or gives an allegory of some sort of spiritual truth, something he's trying to get across, and he's going to use things that people understand to represent a truth that's behind the story. So he starts off by saying, "For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country, who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods." So what he's about to do is he's about to compare the kingdom of heaven to something here on earth so that we can understand what he's trying to get at. "And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey." So this is pretty self-explanatory. The master gives to each one of his servants, according to their ability, a certain amount of money, and he's going to go take his journey now. He invests in them, and he's going to go away. "Then he that received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents. So he takes the 5 talents he received, and he goes and invests them and trades with them. And so that way when his master comes back, he's now doubled his money. It's a very wise and thoughtful way to use his master's money to earn him even more when he returns. "And likewise he that received 2, he also gained another 2. So one thing to notice here is that they're only able to obtain based on what they had been given, right? And you're going to see later on when the master comes back, the master's not expecting the one who received 2 to have 10, right? Because that would have been irrational for the master to have expected something that he couldn't have done. And that's an important point for the man who received the 1 talent, and I'll get to that in a minute. "But he that received 1 went and digged in the earth and hid his Lord's money." So why did he do this? Well, we're going to get to that in a minute, but this is a very interesting parable. And the reason I wanted to go over this is because I just put out the video on Can You Lose Your Salvation? And this is one of the parables that people will try to use to support the idea that you could lose your salvation if you don't do certain things. And I'm going to try to debunk that here in a minute. "After a long time the Lord of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them. And so that he that received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliveredst me unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. His Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. He also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliveredst me unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them." For some reason I have a hard time saying that deliveredst me unto me. I have gained 2 other talents beside them. His Lord said unto him, Well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. Then he that received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew thee, and this is what to pay attention to here. I knew thee, that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. I want you to remember that he just said that. And I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. His Lord answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchangers, and then at my coming should have received my own with usury. Take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him which hath 10 talents. For unto every one that hath shall be given, and he shall have an abundance. But from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath. And cast Ye, the unprofitable servant, into outer darkness, there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So I want to go back here for a minute. This is verse 24. Then he received the 1 talent, came and said, Lord, I knew thee that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. So what is he saying here? He's saying, I knew, or I thought you were the type of person, the type of master that was going to expect of me something you didn't enable me to do. Now, is that true? No. He gave him a talent of money. Well, now, if this was gold, this would have been a lot of money. Even if it was silver, it would have been a decent amount of money. A talent of gold or silver would have been a decent amount of money. So is it true that the master was expecting him to do something that he didn't enable him to do? No, it's not true at all. But why did he say that? And I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there hast that is thine. For some reason, I'm having problems reading this, the King James English. So why did he hide it in the dirt? I'm going to say that it's because he didn't have any actual faith. Because if he had faith, he would have taken what the master had given him and he would have put it to use. So when we read James chapter 2 verse 17, even so faith, if it hath not works, is dead being alone. This is what James is talking about. Right? You say you have faith, right? You say that you believe. Maybe the Lord has invested something into you, but you do nothing with it. It's because you don't actually believe. If you actually believed, and this is what is he lacking as far as belief? He doesn't know who the master is. He thinks the master is the type of person that reaps where he does not sow. But that's not true. That's not who the master is at all. The master is someone who reaps according to what he has sown. He expects to get something back for his investment. So the issue with the man that had received the 1 talent is he didn't actually know God. He didn't know the master. He had no actual faith. He didn't believe. And that's why he was afraid and hid the talent in the dirt. This is not someone that was saved and then lost his salvation. This is someone that might have been in the church, listening to the word of God, maybe had a gift, maybe he was a singer or a worship leader or whatever gift he had, and instead of doing something with it, he hid it in the ground because he didn't actually believe. Because if he had believed, he would have done something with the talent he was given, right? And so I don't know that we can make a direct connection with these talents and spiritual gifts. If you want to do that, that's fine. But I think the truth behind this parable is that true faith is going to cause you to take what God has given you and go and get more. You're not going to get stuck with that 1 talent. You're going to go get another talent. And then you're going to take that 2 and you're going to go get 4. And then you're going to take that 4 and you're going to go get 8. So you're going to increase because you have actual faith. So that's what I think that this parable is putting forward. If you guys have any questions, definitely get a hold of me. I told you this was going to be a little short. I wanted to get this out today. So if you have any questions about this, don't hesitate to email me. It's jake@velkin.com, or you can get me on Facebook, Velkin Apologetics, and message me there. So I hope this helped, and I hope you guys have a great week. God bless you.